Hi, this is Mrs. Zhu, and we're working on homework number 22. So actually, please correct that on the worksheet. This is from section 10.1, area and perimeter. And for all the questions tonight, you must write the area formula for all the questions. But what you don't have to do is you don't have to write the area of perimeter formula for the questions, because a lot of the questions you don't have to find the perimeter. So we're really focusing mostly on area tonight for your homework. So let's get started with number 1. And in number 1, my area for the square here, a rectangle, would be base times height. So that's my formula. I'm going to do 5 times 5, which would then give me the exact answer of 25 miles squared. So that would be my answer and my formula. Now for the perimeter of the square, it's all of it around. So I have everything around, which would be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Or you could simply do a quick multiplication of 5 times 4, giving me a perimeter of 20 miles. And I don't need to square that because it's not asking for an area. I'm going to actually skip to number 4. Number 4 here, I have a triangle, and the area for a triangle formula would be the base times the height, but I want to cut that in half because it's half of a rectangle. So that's going to give me, now they already told me the base here is 8 and the height here is 6. So I'm going to do 8 times 6 and divide it by 2, which gives me 48 divided by 2. So the area of my triangle is 24 yards, and it's squared because I am talking about area. And then there's my formula too. Now that's not the only way to represent the formula of a triangle. I could also use area equals half base times height if you would like to. So that's also correct. And then to find the perimeter of the triangle, I need this side down here, which is 8. I also need the sides, the slanted sides of the triangle, which I don't have. So we're going to say not enough information. So you don't have to do the perimeter of number 4 at all. Skipping down to number 5, the area, and this is the shape right here that I'm outlining. It's not a triangle, so what it's going to be, actually it's a parallelogram. So the formula for the area of a parallelogram is base times height, and so I'm simply going to multiply 7.9 times 7, and without using a calculator, I'm going to get 48.3. Area is 48.3, and I'm going to label that meters squared. And the reason why it's meters squared is also because I'm multiplying meters base with meters height. So meters times a meter is a meter squared. The perimeter of this parallelogram, I know that this side is 7.9. Now this side right here that I'm highlighting, I don't know what that is. It's unknown. So I do not have enough information to find the perimeter. So I don't need to find the perimeter of number 5 either. What you'll notice after doing all of your homework, and hopefully you've done it before watching the video, or that as you do it, as you look at all of the triangles, none of the triangles you will be able to find the perimeter because there's not going to be enough information for the sides of the triangle. But for most of the rectangles and squares you will be able to, probably not the parallelograms or if you see any rhombuses. Number 6, here I have a triangle. So this is the triangle here that I'm looking at. The area formula for a triangle is the base times the height, and because it's a triangle it's going to be halves, so divide by 2. My base and my height, which is just the two numbers listed there, is 6 times 2, and I'm going to divide that by 2, giving me 12 divided by 2. So my area is 6 miles, and I do want to square that. I know I do sometimes work a little quickly through the problems, but as you kind of get a hang of it, it would be good to pause the video I'll do a few more problems, and then you can come back and watch the ones that I do finish doing in the video, so that you could really get the most benefit out of your homework assignment. The perimeter here, it's a triangle. I do need the side down here, but I don't have it, so not enough info. So I won't be able to find the perimeter for number 6 either. Going down to number 8, I have here a nice square. So the area for a square is just the base times the height. So I could simply do those calculations in my head. 8 feet times 8 feet would then give me an area. So I use A for area. I don't want to use any other letters. I don't want to use F for formula. I don't want to use S for square. I want to use area. And then 8 times 8 is 64. Feet times feet is feet squared. So that also helps me to remember that my area is feet squared when I label it. The perimeter is going to be all the sides around that outside of the edges of the square. Now it gives me 8 and 8. I do know what these two lengths are because they're all going to be 8 all around. So if I want to add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, or I could simply do 8 times 4 because there's 4 sides, the perimeter would then be, let me use a different color, perimeter would then be 32 feet. And I'm just adding feet with feet with feet, and I'm not, so I don't want to square the foot. Okay, let's try number 9 here. Number 9, this shape is this one right here. It's a parallelogram. My parallelogram formula for the area is simply just base times height. So then I'm going to take the area and multiply 2.4 meters times 7 meters without using my calculator. I'm going to get that. My decimal goes right there. So my area is exactly 16.8 meters times meters gives me meters squared. So that's my area of this little parallelogram. The perimeter, I need the slanted part right here, but it doesn't tell me what it is. So not enough info would be the perimeter for number 9. And I hope that we'll be able to work out the rest. Just maybe want to highlight on number 13 that this is the shape here, which is not a triangle, so it's definitely a parallelogram. Okay, and also I think we should be able to work through the rest all by ourselves. And if we need a little more help, we can go through that tomorrow in class. Don't forget that tonight's homework also includes Skill Booster 10C. And if you want to work ahead the rest of the week, we're going to be finishing up all the Skill Boosters for our homework, 11C all the way 12C and 13C. See you tomorrow.